Hi everybody, it's me, Chasey Poo, and today is the review so many of you have been waiting for. The Morme Original Stroker with foreskin. Okay, so I'm here to finally review this and give you my honest opinions on it, the good and the bad. If you want more information, I have a more in-depth review on my blog. I will post that link in the description below so that you can see it. I'll also have a bunch of different videos on my Fansly and my OnlyFans page, both in educational and explicit side. So if you're interested in that, so let's start with this one, all right? I just want you to know, first of all, that it is a little bit of a magnet for cat hair and dust. So that is something just to note. Now, at first glance, you can't really pull it back. You actually need to warm it up. So it's a little bit warm in this room already, but it does have coconut oil inside. So if you're allergic to coconut oil, I'm guessing that that's still what they're putting it in, but just message them. So you actually have to warm it up in order to be able to like use it. So I actually had this in the basement taking photos of it the other day, and it took me like a good 5 minutes to actually warm it up. It's a good idea to like sit on it a little bit maybe, but yeah, almost there. You can see it's happening. All right, so this is what it looks like. Let me bring it up as close as I can. Okay, we're gonna manually focus this right now. These are the little details, and then I can't, like, the smoothness of it is incomprehensible. Like, it is just wow. Now, that is perfect. I have no issues with that at all. It is fantastic. Now, what I do have issues with this stroker are the little details. So you can see that there's kind of like a split here, and that is because I believe that they do the stroker first and then they add the foreskin after if you want. So you can see it is separated, right? And they glue it together. So they make the shaft first and they make the insert is what it looks like. And then after they put it together or something, I don't know, something like that. But anyways, it's the little details that matter for me, and this not being straight and consistent, I guess, it bothers me. And it is a little bit better with this, but you can still see it. I was actually able to remove like this whole skin kind of off and see how it feels and looks, and it really just looks like the stroker without the skin. Now, in terms of the hole itself, this is another issue that I have. Now, the big thing with strokers that you're looking for is flexibility, tightness, suction, and really just like it like suctioning. So this right now with my thumb is great. See that? That comes off a little bit. And maybe I just like unglued it or something, but it just something to keep in mind. So now let's say my peen is in here, all right? And now I'm jacking off. This, to me, is a fucking dream. This is what I've always wanted. However, the issue that I've been having is that the holes are not the right size. I don't know what it is, but they're not gripping on me as well as I would have liked, like other prosthetics do. For example, the banana prosthetics stroker, the small one. The way that this just holds onto my wiener, and this is the size of the hole, which is important. I'll explain in a second. So because my peen just doesn't feel like it's being held in properly, and also it only opens up to here. So there's only about this much inside that it opens up. When I jack it off, this is the dream. I want this. I can't do that. I actually have to use my hand to hold the bottom in order to be able to do this part, which is the whole purpose of having the foreskin, is to be able to go up and down. Now, that's a problem for me because I want a seamless, like experience. So this here is the smallest hole. I believe it is 12 millimeters. There's also a 16 millimeter, and now they came out with a 20 milliliter. Millimeter, yeah. Now, let's note back this hole over here, because this is almost the exact same like size, right? And this one is perfect because it opens easily and it goes on, and it's just a fantastic. This one is harder to open, and if you can get it open, So I like to be able to open and put my wiener in there and then clasp it. The reason is because all of the ligaments under my peen are connected. I have not had a clitoral release or a metoidioplasty, so everything is still connected. It doesn't go like this, it goes like this. So I need to be able to have something that opens up and grips everything, like the skin and the lips, everything around it, for a good suction and good feel. This here, for me, seems more like something that you put your peen in like that. And to me personally, for my experience, the small one is absolutely, I can't even get near it. So then the second option was the second size hole, which is this hole over here, which is 16 millimeters. I was excited because it has the foreskin, so you know, see now it's hard, this is still cold, I need to warm this one up. I used it and I was really excited to use it, and this happened. All right, I messaged the company literally as it happened. I was like, I opened it 4 times because of the way that I like to do it is to open it, but the silicone is hard. So because of the way that I like to do it, I like to put everything in there, it ripped. Now, this might be a defect in it because they did send me another one of the same hole so that I can test out to make sure. And I will say that it feels a little bit softer, and I'm being very careful with it and not opening it as much as I do with my other one. But for me, to enjoy the experience, I still need to open it and put it on top of my junk to experience it. So in general, the medium hole does work for me. It creates like a nice tight seal, I guess. But again, I still have to hold the bottom of the masturbation sleeve in order to use the foreskin. Or else, if I use the foreskin, it just comes off right away. It's not stable enough. Again, that's just my preference. I don't like to have to hold something onto me and then do this. It's not the end of the world. If I really want the foreskin feel, I'll do it and I'll deal with it and it'll be fine. But I'm just giving you the nuances, you know, this is a little bit of an expensive product and I want to make sure that you know everything about it. All right, and then the third hole, which is 20 millimeters, is much bigger. Now, there's pros and cons. This one is much easier to open up and to put all of my junk in there. And it feels good and it's great. However, it's a little bit too big. I can't win. I don't know what it is. I feel like if there was a middle between 16 and 20, give me 18, baby, and that should be fine for me. But that's just my own experience. But see, I can open this one, no problem, no issues. Put my wiener in there. It goes in a little bit deeper, which is great. And then it does really create a good suction. The suction is fantastic. These are good masturbation sleeves. If you want that seamless feel with the foreskin on top of it, you just need to keep in mind that you might have to hold the bottom. That's really the big thing, is you might have to hold it. Not everybody, but for me, I had to hold it. And then you can jack it off and it feels very good. So in all, okay, if you are really interested in this masturbation sleeve, yes, it is a good masturbation sleeve. I would even pay the extra money for the foreskin just because this is innovative. This is the future. This has brought the prosthetics level into the future. We have been waiting for foreskin that actually retracts and can be moved like this and work really well, without having to add extra things to it. It's very, very impressive. So the stroker without the foreskin is 65 pounds, which is $80 US. And if you want the foreskin, it's 120 pounds, which is $150 US. So yes, it does increase it by 2 times as much. 2 times? Yeah, that makes it. It's twice as much as no foreskin. But to have this, I just like to play with it, and it's just a good time. And it really if I need that mind-body connection with foreskin for me, I will put it on my wiener and I will hold it there and it'll be okay. What I wish was easier to figure out was what your size is. I have no idea who is fitting in this small one. That's just my big thing. But Anyways, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. I have a way more in-depth review on my blog, so please take a look at that. I'll put the link in the description. I also have a bunch of videos of me using this in explicit and educational ways on my Fansly page. And of course, if you're interested in buying this, I'll put the link in the description again. Please use my link. And yeah, let me know what you think. This isn't going to be the only review I make of this product, don't you even worry. It's just like, wow, impressive. It's just so cool, right? All right, have a great day. See ya.